Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Headbanger's Closet. So one of the most anticipated album releases of 2022 was the new Megadeth record. It came out September 2nd, 2022, called The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Awesome record. And it seemed like it took forever for them to come out with it. I remember watching like all the, the website videos and stuff like that of them, the making of kind of deal and all the little videos they put out, like, it's almost done. And then, stuff with Dave's cancer happened, and then the Dave Ellefson thing where he get kicked out the band. It just seemed like it took a really long time to come out. But finally it came out on September 2nd, and it's well worth it because it's awesome. And I also got to see them on tour this past fall. They opened up for Five Finger Death Punch. No disrespect to Five Finger, but not my thing. But anyway, it was win-win situation for me, right? I got to go see Megadeth, one of my all-time favorite bands, leave after they were done playing and be home by 11 o'clock. So win-win situation for me. I loved it. They sounded great. I was really looking forward to seeing them. It had been quite a while since I saw them, maybe like 5 or 6 years since I saw them last. And I had a ticket and a meet and greet pass. I bought the VIP meet and greet from Megadeth for the tour of the year. Then that tour was canceled when they rescheduled for this past spring. They didn't do an Atlanta date, so I was really, really bummed. But then, thankfully, Five Finger Death Punch decided to take them on a tour with them for this fall. So, got to see them October 10th in Alpharetta, Georgia. Awesome show. Opened up with Hangar 18, and then Dread and the Fugitive Mind, and then into Angry Again. Dread and the Fugitive Mind and Angry Again are two songs I didn't think I was going to hear. Kind of an interesting set. Then they do Soldier On, a song off the new record, which sounded great live. Crowds seemed to be pretty into hearing one of the new tunes. Then they did Sweating Bullets, and then Trust. Trust is one of my all-time favorite Megadeth songs. Love that tune. Don't think I've actually heard that song played live maybe since the Cryptic Writing Store. I could be wrong there. And then they did another song off the new record, one of the singles, We'll Be Back. Sounded awesome. A little bit faster live than on the studio version, which is really cool. Just super thrasher. Then they did Symphony of Destruction, then Peace Sells, and then they closed out the show with Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. Only 10 songs set, but really, really cool set. Kind of an eclectic set. Some of the newer stuff, some of the older hits, and then a lot of stuff in between, which I thought was really, really cool. And it was a Five Finger Death Punch show at an outdoor amphitheater. Probably sat maybe like 12, 15,000 people. And I would say a good majority of them were there to see Megadeth. A lot of Megadeth shirts, a lot of heavy metal shirts in the crowd. Not really a Five Finger Death Punch kind of crowd, if you ask me. But awesome show. Really looking forward to it. Glad I got to go. Got this awesome T-shirt at the show. It's got the dates in the back. But anyway, let's talk about the record. Like I said, it's called The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Came out September 2nd, 2022. Awesome album. Probably, in my opinion, the best thing they've put out in quite a while. Really similar to Dystopia, in my opinion. That was a great album. Kind of return to form for the band after they kind of put out some okay records, nothing phenomenal. I really liked Endgame, really liked United Abominations, but some of the other ones that they had put out after those weren't very good. And then Dystopia came along, which I thought was great. Some great tunes on that album, but also some okay songs, which I would call kind of filler. Not bad tunes at all, but just not up to snuff from some of the other albums, other songs on the album. So a lot of similarities between that record and then this one. A lot of songs that kind of sound like they could be on either one of the records. And of course, as well as the album artwork. Dystopia had the Vic Rattlehead guy with a destroyed city behind him, and then he was like kind of underneath a bridge. This is very similar. This Vic Rattlehead guy is maybe like in a tunnel or maybe underneath a bridge with a messed up city behind him. So a lot of similarities. And very much like Dystopia, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead has a lot of great tunes on it, but there's a handful of songs in the middle of the album that are kind of, they're just okay. They're not phenomenal. But let's show you, before we get into the track, just kind of show you guys the album. It's a gatefold. Picture of the dudes in the band. 2 LP set on black vinyl, so I'm just going to show you the one. So on the insert, it's kind of a little write-up about Dave, and then, the album and some thoughts and stuff like that. The back's just the band lineup. And then the inside is the lyrics. So pretty cool. Nothing too fancy there with the insert. Let's check out the record. Like I said, this is just 2 LP set in black vinyl. Both records are the exact same. One side you got Vic, and then the other side you've got the Blown Up City. So let's kind of get into the track listings. And front and back of the album is the best stuff on the record. The middle of it's kind of like, it's okay. So album starts off with the title track, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. Awesome tune, just a few listens in. It easily became one of my top 10 favorite Megadeth songs of all time. Really, really cool guitar. Just love how Dave and Kiko just kind of solo back and forth, which that's what they did on the last record. That's what they do the entire album right here. Just really, really great stuff. Just love the guitar harmonies on it and just how the whole song goes. Really, really cool tune. So then you get Life in Hell, which is really cool. Now the fast thrasher of a tune with some more awesome solos. Then Night Stalkers, which is the song about the Navy SEALs, features Ice-T doing a little rap kind of in the middle there. Kind of a cheesy, campy song, lyrics. And I'm not really a big fan of Ice-T's part, but overall it's a really cool song, fast, heavy. Dogs of Chernobyl is really, really cool as well. It's got an awesome, awesome, super heavy breakdown towards the end where it's just, just chugging riffs. A lot of that on this particular album. Then you got some of the songs which I would call the filler. They're not that great. They're not bad, which is Sacrifice, Junkie, and Killing Time. Soldier On, which they played live, which sounds really, really cool. Kind of gets back into the groove of things with some better tunes. Really awesome chorus, sing-along type of chorus. Celebritantes, it's okay. It's not bad. But then you get Mission to Mars, which is really, really cool. One of my favorite songs on the record. Again, just like Night Stalkers, very cheesy, campy lyrics. These aren't the days of Rust in Peace. Dave Mustaine's not putting out any profound lyrics that are going to make you think for 2 hours after you listen to the album. But just still a fun, cool song. Another very cool sing-along chorus. Then you get the first single they put out, We'll Be Back, which is just awesome thrasher from start to finish. And just like Dogs of Chernobyl, there's an awesome heavy chugging riffarama towards the end of it, and chock full of awesome solos. Just a killer tune that reminds me of Days Gone By from Peace Cells, Rust in Peace. This song could be on either one of those records in my opinion. And then you get Police Truck, which is really cool. I haven't researched it. It's just a fun song to sing along to, funny lyrics, get you laughing. And I haven't researched it, but I think it might be a cover tune. Could be wrong. Someone will obviously leave me a comment below and let me know if it is or not. And then the last song on the record is a really cool tune called Life in This World is on Fire, Burn in Hell. And it's Sammy Hagar's guest vocalist on it. Him and Dave go back and forth on the verses, and then you do sing-along dual choruses. Sounds really, really cool. Awesome song, really cool guitar, sing-along as well, really cool tune. One of my favorite songs on the record. Overall, I think it's a great album. Like I said, very much like Dystopia, return to form from Megadeth, only better than Dystopia in my opinion. I gave Dystopia a 7 out of 10. I give this thing an 8, 8.5 out of 10, I guess. A really cool record. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I love it. Glad Megadeth is back. Really was excited to see him live. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, maybe sometime in 2023, we get a full-on U.S. tour in support of this record where they play more than 10 friggin' songs. Although I did hear that this past spring, that tour of the year tour this past spring, the sets were pretty short. I guess Dave was still kind of recovering from cancer, but I know now he's fully recovered, so hopefully we'll get something a little bit more down the line. So anyway, that's the album review and the kind of show review. Let me know what you think about the record in the comments below. Did you go see that tour? Either one in the spring or this one in the fall with Five Finger Death Punch. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that show. And yeah, hope you guys have an awesome Thanksgiving tomorrow. And we'll have another video for you guys very soon. Cheers, guys.